Cody Legebokoff seemed like an ordinary teenager from rural British Columbia. He was known in his community as friendly and well-adjusted. But beneath that facade lay a chilling darkness. He was unmasked as a prolific serial killer. His online persona earned him the chilling moniker Country Boy. This identity hid a predator. He preyed on vulnerable women in the Prince George area. Many of his victims struggled with addiction. Legebokoff utilized social media platforms like Nexopia to connect with them. He used the internet to find his targets. His promises were often simple but enticing to those in need: drugs and sex. These were lures into a deadly trap. His crimes were marked by extreme brutality and a shocking disregard for human life. The violence was horrific. He left a trail of death that tragically intersected with Canada's infamous Highway of Tears. His victims were found near this desolate stretch. Please like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Cody Legebokoff was born on January 21, 1990. He grew up in the small, close-knit community of Fort St. James, British Columbia. Life there was rural and seemingly idyllic. He participated in local activities. He was often described by those who knew him as cheerful, friendly, and affable. He appeared to be a well-adjusted young man. He was athletic, enjoying hockey, snowboarding, and skiing. He also loved outdoor pursuits like hunting and fishing. Legebokoff was popular in school. He was generally well-liked by his peers and teachers. However, there were occasional glimpses of a more violent side. Reports surfaced of his involvement in bar fights. Despite these incidents, he was largely perceived by the community as the quintessential boy next door. No one suspected the truth. He eventually moved to Prince George. This city would become the site of his horrific crimes. It was in Prince George that he actively used the online world. His username on Nexopia was One Country Boy. By the age of 19, he was also struggling with addiction himself. He was addicted to cocaine. The serial crime spree began on October 9, 2009. A darkness descended upon Prince George. The first known victim was Jill Stuchenko. She was a 35-year-old mother of 6 children. His second victim was Cynthia Frances Mass. She was also 35 years old and struggled with addiction. Both women were tragically lured to Legebokoff's residence. The pretext was the promise of drugs or sex. Once there, the victims were subjected to brutal beatings and sexual assault. The attacks were savage. Following the murders, their bodies were callously discarded. They were left in remote, desolate areas. Jill Stuchenko's body was found in a gravel pit. Cynthia Mass was discovered in a city park. There was a third victim, known only as Natasha. Her body has never been found. The fourth and final victim was Lauren Leslie. She was a 15-year-old girl. Lauren was a student who was visually impaired. She was particularly vulnerable. She was known to Cody online, through Nexopia. They also had a slight acquaintance from childhood. The RCMP initially faced challenges connecting the dots. They were investigating disappearances along the Highway of Tears. The case took a dramatic turn on November 27, 2009. A routine traffic stop provided the crucial break. Officer Aaron Kaler spotted a black pickup truck. It was speeding off a remote logging road near Vanderhoof. He initiated a routine stop to investigate. He suspected the driver might be a poacher. During the stop, Officer Kaler noticed bloodstains. They were on Legebokoff's face, hands, and inside his truck. Legebokoff claimed he had hit a deer. He said he had to kill it with a wrench. The officer found this explanation suspicious. He decided to search the area where the truck had emerged. His search led to a horrifying discovery. He found the body of Lauren Leslie, partially concealed in the snow. The discovery of Lauren Leslie's body quickly linked Legebokoff to her murder. The evidence was undeniable. Incriminating evidence was found inside his truck. This included a blood-covered wrench and Lauren's personal belongings. Forensic evidence became critical. DNA analysis linked him to the murders of Jill Stuchenko and Cynthia Mass. DNA also connected him to the missing woman Natasha. the pattern of violence became clear. Digital communications seized from his computer and phone confirmed his online relationships with the victims. The one-country boy persona was exposed. During the investigation and trial, Legebokoff maintained his innocence. He offered bizarre and contradictory accounts of events. Regarding Lauren Leslie, he initially claimed her death was a suicide. This was quickly disproven by forensic evidence. At trial, he attempted to shift blame for the other murders. He claimed 3 unnamed drug dealers, referred to as X, Y, and Z, were responsible. He testified that he was merely present when these phantom individuals committed the killings. He portrayed himself as a helpless bystander. However, the overwhelming forensic evidence directly refuted his claims. DNA, blood spatter, and other evidence pointed solely to him. In 2014, after a lengthy trial, Cody Legebokoff was convicted. He was found guilty of 4 counts of first-degree murder. He received the mandatory sentence for first-degree murder, life in prison with no eligibility for parole for 25 years. The sentencing judge delivered a powerful statement. He declared that Legebokoff should never be allowed to walk among us again. At the time of his conviction, he was considered the youngest serial killer in Canadian history. His youth made the crimes even more shocking. He was initially sent to a maximum security institution. He began serving his sentence at Kent Institution. However, in 2019, he was transferred to a medium security prison. This move to Warkworth Institution caused significant controversy. Victims' families were outraged by the transfer. They felt it minimized the severity of his crimes and the pain he inflicted. The case of Cody Legebokoff highlighted the profound dangers lurking online. It showed how predators can use the internet to find vulnerable targets. It also underscored the extreme vulnerability of individuals struggling with addiction. They are often targeted by those who exploit their circumstances. The case serves as a chilling reminder. It shows the darkness that can exist beneath a seemingly ordinary and friendly facade.